Welcome to the Fate Nation podcast, where your hosts Manny, Heavy, and Fox discuss the world of gaming. New features and releases, unpopular opinions, and everything in between. Now, let's get into today's episode.
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome to the Fate Nation podcast. This is our first live version for pod number 50. I've got my co-hosts Heavy and Fox,
Hi.
Otherwise known as Fox, and of course me, Manny. If you can believe it, we're actually on video, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. We also actually got the podcast recorded.
Yes, it took months, right? It took
I burned some sage. I think we've kind of removed the curse.
Oh, that's
There was no curse.
It was absolutely cursed.
I didn't
How
feel
was
like
it cursed?
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was
we couldn't
cursed.
record for like a month.
Okay, no. We did the standard 2 weeks as we normally do. Then Manny had to push it for one more weekend.
That's right.
And then my computer
Puked.
she decided to have a mental breakdown.
She
Right.
decided to blow up, also known as possibly a side effect of the curse.
Oh, that's a side effect. I didn't feel cursed because it wasn't that long. But, I mean, if you want to call it cursed, that's fine.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. But anyway, congratulations on everybody being here and actually connecting via video. We can see each other, which is really cool. You guys all have great personalities already, but now with the charisma of the look and appeal, it's almost shockingly powerful, the amount of energy I'm feeling right now.
I mean, I still haven't, like you've got sunglasses on, so I feel like I still haven't actually met you.
Well, I still have to have my, stigma, my hidden
Persona?
manniness. But yeah, the persona without being Dr. Disrespect-like, but yet still have a little bit of... Plus, the other thing is, lighting like I have right now, I'm used to being behind the camera. That's what I do, a lot for a living. So when I'm in front of all these lights and stuff, I hate it. My eyes hate it, and having glasses on helps. So that's another excuse. But anyway, it's been a
fucking excuse, dog.
I know, it was long, wasn't it? Long-winded
Very
bullshit.
long-winded, just to be like,
Yep.
I'm a little bitch on camera.
Yeah.
A very long way of saying I'm hiding behind my glass.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and I have this one little set piece that I added to my mic just for Fox. Just for Fox. This nice flag tied around the shirt.
What do you expect me to do about this?
I don't know.
Freedom isn't free. It takes folks like you and me.
Oh, and by the way, we just had shout out to FateGaming.com for sponsoring us, right? Fate Nation podcast. But we did have in Fate Gaming yesterday a little celebration for Veterans Day. Shout out to Heavy. Happy Vets Day.
He's going to hate you doing this.
That's all right, but it's part of the thing. So, and it's always important to me because I have a lot of family members that were in the military too. So I'm glad that at least Fate recognized it, and I'm sure there's lots of Discords that don't. So we're just one of those cool Discords with tons of members, and we got a lot of vets in the group too. So it's
cool.
Good. Very cool. So anyway, it's been going on with you guys. It's been like a freaking month and a half almost or something.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute. Fox has got guests over to the house all the time, and that's one of the reasons she was a little bit late today because you've got...
I live with family, so...
I know, but
I have to deal with their social lives and my social life, so...
Been there, done that. I can't get away from
social
family.
life. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I can't get away from family. I'm surrounded.
I know that you just like to live at home heavy with your dogs. But
Yeah.
I'd like to have friends who come to see me.
Oh, but
Do you not see all the shit I have in my life? Why would I ever leave? That's the dumbest thing ever. Oh yeah, come out and go drinking with us. Like, fuck you.
yeah.
No, they come and stay at the house. We don't go outside.
Oh wow,
we
that's
don't
Come to
cool.
my house. This is my shit. You got your shit. You got your own home. Don't come to mine.
I like it.
I didn't.
Okay.
I mean, it's bad enough that I have live-ins with me. You know what I mean?
Oh god, yeah.
Like a wife and a child. That's bad enough. Having more people in the place. We're always sending them to a hotel or something. It's just too much.
Yeah.
But I get it. You're very nice, and that's probably a British thing. You got to have them stay in the house.
Yeah, it's
Put
a
'em
British
up with
thing
nice
to be
equipment on.
nice.
To be nice. Oh, God. Oh, here's our new sponsor, by the way.
Oh yeah, alcohol and drugs.
No, Mountain Dew. Well, Mountain Dew is kind of a drug just because it's
A little bit
packed full of caffeine and everything. Well, I did miss you guys.
I decided to go with the High Noon, which is vodka and soda.
Dude, I do like High Noons, actually.
Yeah, they're really nice.
The other ones, have you ever had Neutral? I think it's Neutral. N-U-T-R-L.
No.
Another good one, made just kind of like High Noon with like 100% juice, all that kind of fun stuff.
Okay.
We'll see later what Fox tends to drink in Fawn's Fook House, because she's in the opening. We ended up flying over with a camera crew and videotaping her for that 30-second or 15-second spot. So,
but in order to do it, we had to kick down her doors.
We had to what?
We had to kick down her doors, like mob the house.
No.
She
was
every door.
She's
open.
open.
It was weird. I didn't expect it.
She has a bed and breakfast, basically, so it was not a big deal. I booked with her, and then we were good to go.
Yeah. The experience paid for itself. I just got to break all of her doors.
We did run a SWAT joke on her prior, so that makes sense. That makes total sense.
We don't have SWAT. It's fine.
Oh, that's
you do
right.
now with me kicking in your doors.
Yeah, that's true.
Flashbang in every room. You ain't going. You're very good for a while.
You won't be gaming for at least that day,
dude, for sure.
You know. So.
Oh, congrats on your permanent tinnitus.
Yeah, right.
I'm loving it.
So, because
good.
We've never been on camera before. Does anybody have like an animal or something that might jump in at any point?
Not today, because I decided to close the office doors.
Oh,
Hazel,
good idea.
Yeah. So Hazel and Cora out there. Next time, maybe.
We got one coming on camera here with Fox.
Yep. It's Luna.
Dang.
Hi, Luna. I've just picked her up. She's going to want to get straight down.
Oh, I can tell. Look at the way she's pushing on you. She's like...
No, that's just how she does, anyway. But, I've just picked her up from her food bowl, so she's going to get down. You?
Oh my gosh, she's gonna want.
Okay. Yeah. Huh?
Cute.
Bye-bye.
Well, I don't have an animal. Yeah, Luna's wonderful and kind of a dick, but also Luna is my best friend. Fox just thinks that Luna belongs to her, but it's actually me.
These are incorrect thoughts that you're having.
Then why does Luna keep fucking your shit up?
Oh,
jeez. This is what cats do to people they love.
Yeah.
That's not what
you are not a cat owner, Heavy.
I mean, I own your cat, so...
Bingo.
But what I have is not an animal currently. I have this little thing I just got. So,
nice.
Yeah, it shows up on camera. So, it says King CJ, the champion. The champion. I'm CJ. King is spelled wrong because that's the way I like it. And I'm the mini golf champion of the world. Thank you very much, everyone. All of you lose compared to me. All of you are shit compared to me.
I know you are.
I've never played mini golf, so.
Oh my god, mini golf's great.
Really? Wow.
No.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, when you come over to do our 100th episode, then we all get together. We'll make sure that we go to Pirates Cove at the very minimum.
Yeah,
and hit that up at the very minimum. So
and then I can beat the fucking brakes off of you.
For sure.
Okay.
Not me.
I'm going to be so upset about losing that.
You will. You'll be like, oh man, I thought I was going to be the champion. And I'll be like, no, bitch.
This is a real golf trophy. Okay?
Yes, it is, actually.
Not mini golf. That's the real one. I used to play in tournaments back in the day. I don't have any time anymore, but I used to play in a lot of tournaments. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Really?
But, yeah, it was my thing. Oh, scramble style, where you don't have to concentrate. You don't have to rely on just your shots. You have 4 people, and then, best of, which is always way more fun because then you can have way more beers and hang out, and it was like beer
that's
league.
kind of the whole experience, right?
Yeah, that was the beer league stuff. But yeah, that's my beer league trophy, which am I proud of? I am. My wife probably isn't as much because it took a lot of time.
Yeah.
Bye,
this
honey.
Definitely feels like a dad prize.
Yeah, I would be like, bye, honey. I'm going to, the league. Going to the league. Going to the league. Going like constantly.
Going to the league.
Got to go to the league to make it sound legit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, by the way, I've got my Fate Gaming shirt on too. Mm-hmm. This is the 4-year anniversary shirt. I don't know if you can read it though. Let's see.
Yep.
So
See, originally I was like, is that some kind of like Police of America thing? Because I thought it just said "fuck yeah." So
no.
I thought it was like a World Police.
No, it was a fake gaming
reference.
thing. Oh, Fox, so you and me were hanging out. We missed Heavy, but like, what was that, 2 nights ago or a night ago? I think it was, I was about to get off of Discord. It was like, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning?
I mean,
2 in the morning, my time?
Yeah, but
And-
you kind of hung out with me, but also we spent most of the time going, don't talk to me because we have to say stuff on the podcast.
I told Heavy that in pre-show.
Which
That's exactly
I've
what
done-
I said.
I've done that to Heavy before as well. We've
Yeah.
both started yelling about things that we've watched or whatever, and we've just been like, no, shut up, save it.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Well, after a while, I was doing it as a joke, and then other people in the channel were also saying it, like, Manny, shut up!
Shut up.
Okay.
This is so good for the podcast, Manny. It's not like we're just gonna hip fire 90% of it anyway.
Well, we could.
Pretty much.
Well, I think you had some sleeping problems that night, and you were up pretty late. But it was kind of cool to hang out with you. I hadn't been with you on
sleep
Discord in
that
a while.
Yeah, I did not sleep that night, and
Wow.
I'm still catching up on sleep.
Yeah. Well, that's my whole life. I'm always catching up on sleep. But, I mean,
Well,
gaming-wise...
you decided to have a daughter, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it is nice, like, gaming with the group, Fate Gaming. We've been having a lot of fun. In fact, that night before you got on, we were playing... There was a big group of us playing poker together, and we were on HD Poker, which is on Steam, which is a great game. But we were all jumping in different tables and, like...
Annoying the round.
Oh, my God. We were annoying. We had 3 or 4 of us at a table, and then we would just... The whole plan was to get people to leave the table. without being, you know what I mean? Heavy without, like, saying mean things sometimes, but, like, just playing super aggressive.
Just playing and being those guys.
Yeah. Being douchebags.
I mean, yeah.
It was great.
If you have 4 people at a table, you can kind of run the table if you could table talk.
Oh,
you know
God.
what I mean?
When me and Kitten and Xanther were at a particular table in Brasky, oh, God, it was bad. Because they would be typing, why are you playing so slow? Why aren't you playing? And then I would be going all in every time. It was ridiculous.
It's so dumb.
But so fun, though. Like, we just had a great time. We hadn't done that in a while.
Yeah.
So, what gamage have you guys been playing lately?
You first.
Spider-Man came out.
Oh.
I haven't finished it, but I'm...
It just
I'm
came
like,
out. You better not finish it.
Oh, I finished it in 3 days.
Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't do it. I haven't done it like constantly. I haven't like had the time.
Got it.
But yeah, it's I will get there. I'm like halfway through, I think.
Okay.
Cool.
I like it a lot.
Oh, you stole Heavy's line. I like it. The end.
I like it. The end. Yeah. The combat feels different. Like, not necessarily in a bad way, but it feels like a little bit different. It kind of feels... Do you remember when we had that conversation a while ago about how sometimes in video games people turn the difficulty up just by adding more bodies to the opposing side?
Oh, yeah.
It felt a bit like that.
Ugh,
so it felt like...
I don't like that.
It didn't get more difficult in terms of how intelligent the enemies were. It was just like they were throwing more at you.
So the mob got bigger, but the AI didn't change at all.
Yeah, but like it's really like a pretty game. It's like amazing getting around. Also, Miles Morales, he is a baby and adorable and just deserves all the nice things.
That, you know, it's weird. It's like normally I'll watch people play games a lot on Twitch while I'm working or something during the week. That's one of the games I haven't turned on yet to see people play it. So I haven't actually seen it play. I haven't seen any gameplay yet.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's amazing. I genuinely love it. I get Fox's thing there. Now thinking back on it, yeah, it definitely does feel like midway until late in the game, you really feel like it's just body simulator. But the only thing I have for a counterpoint is the boss fights are really, really enjoyable this time around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I felt like the thing that maybe is a bit lacking this time around is the stealth. Because I really liked the
Arkham Asylum stuff.
The reminiscence to like any of the Arkham games.
Yeah.
I love that in the first Spider-Man, and they have kind of gone the opposite way of like having less stealth even though you arguably have like one of the characters is very, very stealthy because he can go invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't played that up. They've played up more of the combat. I don't know. It's a very odd decision to make.
Oh, weird. Okay. That sounds cool. Like, I can't wait to see the gameplay.
It is a good game. There's just some differences that I feel like I would have liked to see go the other way, but it doesn't really take away from what the game is.
Yes. Also, Yuri Lowenthal, who voices Peter Parker,
oh yeah,
so good.
kills it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because this game deals with the symbiote, so he's wears the Venom suit at one point for a good chunk of time, actually, and he plays it so well. Like, there's always this thin line with the symbiote suit where it can come across like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3, you know. Or it can be like too edgy and dark, and it's this perfectly thin line of like, I'm kind of a dickhead, but I'm still right. And it's like, I like that dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's the kind of Peter Parker Venom like relationship and that you're trying to show, he does it really well. Absolutely.
No, that's cool. And my daughter and I just had finished, this was like 2 weeks ago, the last Spider-Man movie, because we hadn't seen it yet. And that was kind of cool, the multiverse, bringing everybody in. So that's what reminded me when you said Tobey Maguire, and I'm like, oh god, those movies.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the second version of the Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, I haven't seen that either.
Which is weird because you would think that I would have seen it. The reason that I haven't is because I know that if I watch that, because it's a 2-part thing.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch the 2 parts together.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Shut up, Heavy.
You shut up.
Well, it's kind of like,
fuck you.
I've been waiting, like, honestly, because my family hasn't seen the first Dune movie, so which is great. Not the original. I'm talking about the good one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the second one to come out.
The new one is fucking awesome.
Oh, it's fucking great. So I'm waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? The second one, I might as well just wait at this point. And then show them back to back.
Like all the actors that they decided to kill off in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like, within like the first sort of like half hour, they were like, okay, all of these kind of like A-grade actors gone.
Yeah, I love it. Keep that shit moving.
I know.
Yeah, it was a good decision. I wasn't expecting it though. Like you would think that the studio would be like, no, we have to keep them.
Well,
no, absolutely not. Like that, there's no way to sell a Dune movie if you want to make it right. Like the way it's made is obviously made extremely well, and there's no way to make it if you've read the books. Like a lot of characters need to die.
Right.
A lot of very important people in pivotal positions need to die. They have to, because you can't tell the grandiose part of the story without them gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they're going to do like a Peter Jackson approach that he did at Lord of the Rings to the books, like they're doing I feel like in this Dune, you have to kill the characters off. Not to mention
you do.
the cost to the studios for those, those A stars is huge. And do they want to sign on for another 2 or 3 movies? I don't know.
I think they probably would want to sign on for it, but also, it makes sense what they did.
Oh, yeah, don't change the story to make...
I'm glad that they made that decision to kind of like kill off the characters that needed to get killed off in order for the end of the movie and the isolation and the kind of like feeling cut off from everything that they know.
Yeah, don't leave them in just because they're stars. It's what, you know what I mean? Like, So anyway, I was kind of waiting for that back-to-back. So your multiverse thing, I totally get it. Like, you might as well just watch them like that. Makes more sense.
Shout out to everyone. Watch the movies. They're really good.
Yeah.
Don't listen to these fucks. That's
no,
ridiculous.
we're on
okay, maybe I'll change my mind.
Maybe you should.
Well, the first movie was fucking incredible, and I guess that movie felt self-contained. Like they could have decided not to make more, which would have been stupid. But
yeah, they could have. They could have ended it like
it was self-contained enough. I don't know. Is this second one self-contained enough for me to feel like at the end that I'm going to be able to deal with the waiting for the next half?
Yes, but not because of Miles Morales' story.
fair enough. Like, I mean, there's a
We'll
lot
have
of
to
really
see.
awesome spider people like that are going to get introduced that I know are in this most recent one.
Well, I was going to say to you too. Like, I didn't feel that way about the first one. See how we go off on topics like this? Is great. We're just so damn good. Everybody get used to it. Fate Nation, get used to it. We're good.
Why are you not paying us again, Scythe?
Oh, good call. We need some.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys aren't getting paid?
Well, I didn't want to
I
say
was.
anything. I know that I have some money coming in.
All right.
And Heavy has always had it. That was his original contract. But see,
Right,
Fox
I'm the
didn't.
talent bonus.
Well, Fox didn't come to us with a contract. She just agreed to do it on word of mouth, so it worked out perfect for the studio.
Right.
/ Fate Nation. Fast Fate
Studio.
Gaming.
The studio of
We have a whole E-team aboard.
Yes.
Like, just the whole
Yes.
nine.
We do. Yep. You didn't probably hear about it, but yeah, FateGaming.com does have a studio
this
section.
is where your dollars are going.
Yeah. Instead of tip mouse, it's like tight mouse. I forget how it's what the exact verbiage for that part of the studio is. But anyway, Dune. I didn't agree with you just because I felt like the end of that movie they did leave it open on purpose.
Well, yeah, Dune they definitely left open on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like,
So anyway, back to Dune.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Dune.
Dune. Also, back to all the shit that we've watched.
I know, right? All the new stuff.
Okay, not new, but like I rewatched.
Wait, is this
Midsommar
Fook House?
and Hereditary.
Is this part
They were
of
great.
Fox's Fook House then?
Sure, why not?
Why
I
not?
mean, I think there's going
All
to be an overlap with me and Heavy because it's been
That's
Halloween,
okay.
So,
But we got new intros
You know.
we want to show to everybody. So roll the film.
welcome to Fox's Fuck House on the Fate Nation podcast.
And now we're back.
Wow, what a great intro.
Wow, that was seamless.
God.
I feel sufficiently fucked.
Oh my God, it was so
You're
good.
welcome.
And that's okay if you and Heavy's hangout kind of rolls into each other. That's okay.
It definitely is gonna because we had Halloween and
that's
a lot
right.
of cool Halloween movies out there.
Yeah.
I rewatched Hereditary and Midsommar. Still good. I watched The Ritual, which is...
I don't know that one.
Is it the same studio?
It might be A24. I'll look
don't
into
know.
it while you continue.
I mean, Heavy's
It might be AO24 or it might possibly be Mike Flanagan. I
Oh.
don't know which one it is.
I don't
It's
know
not
the
Mike
movie.
Flanagan,
so-
because this is
No?
it's David something. I think Bruckner, but I feel wrong about that. I was correct. Yes, David Bruckner.
Yeah. So The Ritual is it's a very, very good movie. It's lower budget. It's a monster movie. It's a bunch of friends for reasons go to Scandinavia and freaky shit happens in the woods, but like in a way better way than in Blair Witch.
Okay, but is it shot
Like,
Blair Witch
it's like
style
if
where I'm
Blair Witch
like
was good.
getting sick the whole time?
No, it's fixed camera.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it's a very pretty movie. I
It's
forget exactly where it's
gorgeous.
filmed. Maybe Sweden?
No, they actually filmed it in Romania, I think,
Romania.
Oh, yeah.
because
Okay.
they got like tax discounts or something.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're saying,
I'm gonna take the win.
but the lighting and
It's
everything
still,
was good.
It's still very, very pretty.
cool.
The actors are great, and the monster in it is fucking so good.
Really?
Such a great design. Like, it's just really, really cool.
I'm gonna have to pull that up and take a peek at it because I hadn't heard of that movie. Midsummer's.
No, don't look at. Don't. Okay,
No.
if
I
say
won't look
one
at
thing,
it.
Don't look up the monster.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I have to
don't
watch
look
The
up
those.
movie
monster.
is on Netflix. Just type in The Ritual. Enjoy yourself a good spooky horror movie.
Now I just got rid of my
In the
Netflix.
UK, it's not,
so
but it is on. It might be on Shudder, maybe.
could
Okay,
be.
that makes sense.
It'll be on my server.
Yeah,
trust.
it'll be on his server.
Trust.
It's
Trust.
completely legal server.
Yep.
Very legal, everyone.
Exactly.
All on the up
Very,
and up.
very legal Plex server. Trust. But I'll check it out. Now,
Yeah.
Midsummer's a creepy one for me, so I don't know what something with
Midsummer
that.
isn't creepy.
I don't know,
It's
it's
more
just-
just like.
Disturbing. Like disturbing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, it's good
Yeah.
though. Like,
Oh yeah.
and it's really weirdly pretty. Like,
Right.
in a very weird way.
Agreed.
They use They use a unique way of grading the film or / video at this point. Like the filter in it is shot in a unique way, which I kind of like. But yeah, I don't know why it's just. But movies are supposed to be like that are in that genre, a little bit disturbing and affect people different ways.
Plus, it has one of my favorite shots ever: the transition in the very beginning of the movie. One of my favorite shots of all time.
Wow.
Do you mean the obviously spoilers?
Yeah.
If
it's been out a long time.
If you're still listening, then why are you still listening? Why have you not left?
It's been out a long time.
And then come back.
Watch it. Yeah. Which transition are you talking about?
I believe it has to do with the mirror in the intro. I don't actually want to spoil it, but the mirror transition shot where it rotates through.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
One of my favorite shots of all time.
It's like a displaced. It's like a lighting thing happening too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do a good job with the way they show kind of like some of the more trippy aspects.
Yeah, right.
Like it's subtle.
I like
enough
that
for it
more
not to
trippy.
be like, ooh, this is like Willy Wonka, weird trippiness. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's subtle enough, but still kind of like some cool stuff going on.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah.
Oompa loompa doopity doo.
Can you imagine if they had
that
like all
bitch,
the...
and now we kill you.
Right.
Can you imagine if they had like all the members just stood in a line doing that when they arrived?
Oh my god, that'd be great.
Oh my god.
Well, the difference for Fox and I, what we watched this year, I watched all the new things I could.
Oh, okay.
Which means
Overlap. The overlap is for me and Heavy is
That's
that
all right.
we both watched The Fall of the House of Usher after I yelled and screamed at Heavy to watch it because I knew that he'd love it.
Yep.
And it's so good. It's so good.
Amazing.
Well, we're gonna roll Heavy's
It's
intro
one of
too.
my favorite things.
Yeah. Roll the clip.
Roll it.
And now it's time for all the latest news. It's Heavy's Hangout.
And we're back.
And we're back. Oh my god, that was crazy.
I know.
But
So
yeah,
good.
Wild.
So good. So good.
Man, did you see that?
We're gonna
camera
have to
on
get
Heavy?
better.
No, it's
Did you
fine.
see
I like it that way.
Camera like just flying above Heavy. That was crazy.
I want it to be
wild.
awkward anyway, so that makes it
Yeah.
Good
perfect.
that they had that budget.
And did some of the eagle eye viewers notice the penises in the background?
Interesting.
I wonder if they'll find them.
You gotta find
No,
them.
but I decided to watch a bunch of newer horror movies.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go through and in an order. It doesn't matter the order, but the
Right.
first one being the worst one, and I don't get how people fucking like this movie.
Yeah.
Saw 10.
Oh god, dude.
I have come away from that thinking that it's a thing, right? I haven't seen it, so
I think it is fucking dog shit. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna spoil this whole fucking movie in about a minute.
Perfect.
So if you care, cool. Go fucking watch the movie. If you're like me, and you don't give a shit, then just hang out for a minute and let me explain. Basically, John Kramer, we're following him again. Who knows what year it is? Who cares?
Yep,
He's
yep.
he's alive and he's dead. Who
there.
cares?
Right.
So he needs to get brain surgery to fucking fix up his head, right? Fix up cancer or something? I don't know. So the movie starts with like kind of a cold open, him dealing with that. There's like a fake kill that happens in his head. It's really stupid. Who gives a shit?
Right.
Then we transition to where he's getting the surgery, and this woman in white is like, you're gonna be a perfect candidate. You just got to fly to Mexico. It's like a weird situation, but he kind of keeps rolling with it. He meets all these people. Then he gets the surgery, and then he's told to like drink this fucking shake thing, and in 5 days he'll be all good again. He got the surgery. He's alive. Cancer's gone. He's in a good spot.
Perfect.
Finds out that none of that's real. He wasn't cured of anything. She just scammed him and scammed a whole bunch of people. So he kidnaps the entire group and then fucking kills all of them. Here's the problem I have with the movie. They've tried this before, where all these people who are killing people are good people. But like, okay, so it makes sense for like a John Wick, right? Like someone bad kills someone, you go out and you kill them. There's no torture. It's literally just bing, done. Game over. And we can all empathize with that because it just ends. You're not sitting there cutting their Achilles and shit like that.
not torture porn.
Yeah, it's not torture porn. This just is that. You just like, if you don't play the game, you get fucking tortured or whatever. And then there's like, of course, the fake outplay where he wins in the end and whatever. It's fucking stupid. It plays it like he's a goddamn superhero. Like he's about to be next in line for Marvel.
Oh.
Yeah, the Saw movies are like the first one I liked, but also I didn't like because it was quite a lot of like goriness.
But it was new. It was a new concept.
It was new, but they should have. But like, what's his name? Is it James Wan?
Yeah.
So yeah, he knows how to do the thing of like, get in, get out, take the money and fuck off.
Right.
Exactly.
Instead of like trying to make a multi-franchise bullshit.
Dude, beyond multi at this point. When they drag it out to that many,
we are at 10.
I mean, that's crazy.
10.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but there is quite a lot of other Halloween franchises that are that big.
Oh, for sure.
And
Halloween.
My next movie is a way better one.
Cool.
The next one is The Nun 2.
Oh,
I did not have high expectations for this. I thought it was just going to be a fun, spooky horror movie.
Yeah.
It's actually really great. Until the end, when it kind of just like goes off and fucking gets wild or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, ignore that part. There's like superpowers and god power. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
But
So just cut off like that last 10 minutes.
Yeah, really though. Like you could watch like a good hour of this and have a great time. The scares are amazing because the idea is that the nun is appearing in the world. So like take like this square right here. The nun is appearing somehow out of this square by transitioning pieces of the environment. Maybe it's lighting, maybe it's like the panel flips over and over and over and then she appears out of it. Like it's really great for that. So you'll get a lot of good genuine scares just because of that. And then avoid the last 10 minutes.
They didn't wrap it up correctly, but you still like the effects. The visual effects were cool. I've seen the trailer like a bazillion times. I just haven't watched it. It's difficult sometimes for me to get. So the horror movies in my house, the girls don't watch, period. So if I'm doing horror movies, I have to wait till they're out of the house. So one of the days on my special server, we have all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. So I have them all, and I watched them in order, the 8 billion of them, and the remakes. Yeah. And, of course, I always fall back on the original because in the 70s, that was such a crazy concept at that time. So if you take it in the context of time, it was amazing film. And then as you progress through, you get, like, there's a couple that are okay, and then you get into, like, just bizarre remakes that are just packed full of stars that are crap. You know what I mean? And then it'll leap to like super gore effects too, which then just makes the storyline kind of lacking. Whereas I liked the story more about just the dilapidated family. Yeah. The rundown family that, makes everybody's lives
also really uncomfortable.
Right.
The whole first movie is the most uncomfortable I've felt in a long time.
Uncomfortable without all the gore all the time. Yeah. And the 3D. I almost want to say like, I don't know if you remember this movie back in the Jaws 3D.
Oh,
where
absolutely.
It was like jump scares that were lame kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like him popping out of the closet with the chainsaw. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, that's so lame. Whereas you're talking about Nun 2 doing some cool effects where the nun is showing up. That would be neat. So, anyway, that was my Halloween story and adventure. I got one day to do that while everybody was gone.
One day to watch all of the body horror of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's what I... Yep. Well, they all showed up on my server magically together.
What? No way.
So, yeah. And so, let's do it. It's Halloween or the night before. Let's do it.
Right. The next thing I saw was The Exorcist Believer.
Oh no!
Yeah, but wait a minute before you tell me about this, because the original is so massively awesome that I just want to shout that out. So if something happened decades later that's super stupid, which it sounds like it's going to be, please watch the first.
I would like to tell everyone, if you love the first Exorcist, please do not watch this movie.
Oh, there you go.
I am sad for you.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, genuinely, because I know how excited you were.
Right.
For,
I remember from the last pod.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
I had really high hopes. I love The Exorcist so much. Bringing in 2 demonic little girls, cool. I'm in. Let's do it. I don't care. As long as you understand what the fucking point of The Exorcist was. It was faith. That was it. That's why the first one worked. That's why the third one
That's
worked.
what it was.
Like, yeah, it was this level of faith that you had to give up into someone else. Or into something else. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
That's what the whole thing was about.
Tell me why, at the very end, they decided to bring in every major religion and it didn't work.
Oh my god.
Why did they bring in every major religion anyway? That's not how exorcisms work.
No. So you think that was a placating kind of move? 100%. Oh god, dude.
Yeah, it does not feel genuine. It does not feel earned. It isn't one of those things where, like, in the first movie it works because there's a mother who is trying every rational thing, and then she goes to the irrational at the end of it. And it makes sense to us as viewers because we're like, that is 100% what I would do. I would go to the doctor. I'd go to another doctor.
Sure.
I'd call the doctor to the house. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying things until, like, all right, Father Max.
I was going to say, too, like, in that first movie, they were, I mean, the movie centers around Catholicism a bit. I mean, they were Catholic, and that's, exorcism is basically grounded in Catholicism as well.
Yes.
You can call it something else in other
That specific type
religion,
of
but that title, correct.
Exactly.
It's that specific type of exorcism.
Correct.
Exorcism in other religions.
Absolutely.
It's definitely there. It's not just a Catholic thing.
Yeah,
religion, cultures, all sorts of things around the world.
It's different. Yeah.
But the way that it's set up is still the same as the first movie. It's kind of setting up from the first movie. Hell, we even bring Mom back from the first movie to talk about it in a way where she understands it. And that right there should be your tip off that, like, okay, we're still rooted in Catholicism.
Okay.
And that's fine. I'm good with that. You're telling a story here that has to be rooted in something. Stick with it. Don't bring in fucking Buddhists at the end for literally no fucking reason.
Oh, no.
Also, I am unaware, is Buddhism not a religion that doesn't deal with...
I'm just yelling about Buddhism. Honestly, I don't remember. It was just a lot of people.
I
just kind of lost track. I smooth-brained most of it.
Yeah, no, it's a very Christian, it's rooted in a very Christian storyline in the first one.
Correct.
So...
Well, Buddhism doesn't deal with demonic extraction, period. So...
Yeah, so it's a weird decision to make to...
Of all the other religions...
You could definitely have, like, the conversation about other religions in the movie, but you don't necessarily have to bring them in as plot points.
Right. I would have gone more tribal.
What if one of the families practices another religion, and that's how it happened to this little girl?
Sure.
So both little girls are infected with something, but it's different.
Right.
It's like, whoa, are they teaming up? How's this happening? And then we talk amongst groups and figure out a solution.
We just don't rando bring in the religions.
We don't just fucking run them.
That's just weird. That's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, what other movies, well, family-wise, nothing really has been new for us to watch lately. But we've been really busy with, like, so Halloween takes over, and then it's families in town, and you know what I mean? Like, your life kind of takes over, and you try to find these 2.5-hour slots.
The House Usher. Well, that's what you should be doing with your life.
That is.
Should be doing what?
You should be watching Fall of the House Usher. You get to see Rahul Kohli get sucked off and also smash walls with a prop Thor hammer.
Oh, God, perfect.
Yeah,
this is Game of Thrones-esque.
That I wanted for Christmas. 2, you get to see Carla Guino basically play the role of a fucking lifetime. She is magnetic and incredible in that movie.
She's amazing.
3, what was number 3? Number 3 is...
The greatest rendition of Mask of Red Death I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, that. Number 4 is you also have a Mark Hamill role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's fucking great.
Oh, really? So okay.
He's so good.
He's amazing. And he's not even like a major like part of the overarching thing, but he steals the show every time. Every time. And he does and you shouldn't think of it going into it as Joker Mark Hamill. This is
right.
bad guy, absolute psychopath Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of crazy in that new Burt Kreischer movie. I forget the name of it, but like he just came out as a main character in a new movie about 2 or 3 months ago as the bad guy and crushes it too. Like
he plays the bad guy really well, which is
Yeah.
interesting for
I know,
how
right?
he started off his career. But he is
Considering he's
better at
Luke
playing.
fucking Skywalker.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
is better at the because Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker is like he's just an idea. He's not like a
Yeah.
character really.
Well,
Yeah.
I always think
No.
of him as 70s innocent boy, like the original
Yeah.
Star Wars,
Yeah,
and he's
he's-
just a kid, you know.
He's like this ideal, you know, and he doesn't necessarily have like a lot to him
Right.
other than here is this guy who is moral.
But he does play
He's
the
not
Joker
that
really well,
interesting.
though. Like
Yeah,
I,
he's
absolutely.
Mark Hamill does incredible bad guys. And
he does incredible
if you
voice
haven't-
work. I mean, he really
if you haven't
does.
watched
Such
this-
good voice.
Yes, his voice is incredible.
Yep. And he can change it so much. Like,
Oh yeah, because he's in Metalocalypse, he's in Futurama,
Right. I was
he's
just
in
gonna say that.
Invincible, he's in
Oh yeah, he's in
Fall of House
Invincible.
of-
yep,
Yep.
Invincible, yep.
Art Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
Because there's new episodes
But
of that just came out.
I think it's worth saying that as good a voice actor as he is, like coming back and doing this, it shows you
Yeah.
just how good he is just as an actor
Yes.
and like with his presence.
No
and
question.
watching him and Carlo Guino kind of like play against each other in that
Oh.
like final episode.
Yes.
It was magic. It was fucking magic, and I loved it.
I'll have to check that out
And-
because I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I have not.
Basically,
You
if
keep telling me
haven't
to,
watched
but I
it-
haven't followed through.
If you haven't watched it, just fucking do it. Like
I
you
hear
owe
ya.
it to yourself.
Well, there's always new episodes of things like I always try to keep up on Family Guy and American Dad and the new Futurama, and so that it
Manny!
takes up my time. You know those little things, and then I've been watching Justified,
You can't put
which I
those
love.
things in the same conversation.
I can't. I have to.
That's not okay.
I have to.
Justified is okay, but everything
Justified
else
is
not
great.
Justified. That is fucking trash, dog.
What one is? What one's trash?
Justified. I'm good with Justified, but
gotcha.
everything else is trash.
I don't like. I mean, I'm not a big Family Guy fan, but like, you know, Futurama I always liked back in the day, and the new episodes.
Yeah.
The new season came out, so I wanted to check it out. The first 3 episodes were garbage,
Yep.
and then it got much better. It got better.
I want to see your thoughts too, because we've talked before how we both like Futurama. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure if I was crazy, because I was like, man, these first
Oh,
3
no.
episodes suck shit.
Trash, pure trash. Like, who wrote these and why? You know what I mean? Like, it was so bad.
Matt Groening, go take a seat, dog. 'Cause
Yeah.
you do not have it.
No, it was felt like, you know, they brought everybody back and contrived a bit, and they just smashed them all together, and then let's do an episode like we did season 1 or something. It was like, nah, this isn't working. But not to take away from your fall. What is it? Fall
Fall of the House Usher. It is
Fall of the House Usher. Okay.
the director, and I think he is the screenwriter in this.
It might be on my server, and I don't even know
Mike
it.
Flanagan, who also, let's talk about the fact that Netflix has decided to call all of his, like, Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, The Midnight Club?
Oh,
No, just Midnight
and
Mass.
then
He's
no,
not Midnight
there's
Club.
Midnight Mask, and then no, he is Midnight Club.
Is he?
I think so.
oh, they changed, or they
no,
added.
no, it didn't
they
change.
Added.
It's two different things.
Oh,
two
got
different.
it.
I don't know. Heavy will check. But then
Oh,
they've
you were
decided
right.
to-
I am very wrong.
they've decided to roll all
Don't
of
tell
this
her that.
into the Flaniverse, which I hate
Oh
with
my
a fucking
God.
passion. Like, it doesn't need a portmanteau. You can just say
Yeah.
the Mike Flanagan movies or the Mike Flanagan series. It doesn't need it. And
Right.
even if you are doing that, it doesn't need to sound
But
like
the
Flanagan.
Flaniverse rolls off the tongue so
Yeah, right.
easily.
It's so bad. That is so bad.
Somebody needs to get fired from the marketing team.
I joined that marketing team. I'd be like, okay, let's double down in Flaniverse. We're going to call it the Flangaverse. We're going to
my
add a
God.
G into it.
Ugh.
It's like spelling
But, yeah.
Frank with Frank with a
Yeah,
CK.
exactly. The Frank. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, there
No.
we go. No.
The last thing that I watched was okay. This one has a small caveat to if you should watch it. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh, yeah. Someone was talking about
I know.
that. Yeah.
Coming up on the internet, like if you watched Game Theory, Film Theory, and watched all those episodes about Five Nights at Freddy's, you're going to love this movie. If you didn't, it doesn't have much for you. It's not super spooky. It's definitely built for fans of this world.
Like
and
kids,
that's what I am.
right?
I think it's ridiculous, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a stupid,
Stupid story.
Well, it's on my server, but I wasn't planning on watching it.
It's got, the idea of, this kind of mascot horror thing.
Yeah.
Feels very 70s, 80s.
Well, it's
kind of like
it's got a large
movie?
history too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It obviously has a large history, but that's just kind of the vibe I get.
Gotcha.
Is that you wouldn't have that sort of movie necessarily being made maybe 10 years ago? It feels like maybe it's a little bit too kind of 80s zany kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess.
An 80s zany haunted Chuck E. Cheese? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. That's the vibe. Which doesn't necessarily mean that it's it doesn't mean that I hate it or anything. It just means it's not for me, really.
Right. Right, but
it really won't be.
But the audience is kind of
people,
kids anyway, right? Wasn't it kind of originally was kind of geared towards the tween teen?
I don't think the original game was.
The original game was just it didn't have a marketing push behind it, obviously, but it worked on honestly my demographic. My exact demo, it worked. Okay. It nailed it. It was silly, dumb surprise horror, which was working exceptionally well at the time frame, and they just kind of just kept building off that with this weird universe behind it, with all these weird little things happening.
Well, it went viral with the kids. I remember
that. Jump scares were a lot more popular back then to use as something that you use for something that's scary. Right. Whereas now I think you use it a bit less.
I remember because it went viral with kids, and when I say kid, you guys are kids to me, but because I'm so old. But when I say kids, I mean teenagers that felt like they were getting away with something by playing the game or watching whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Also it got really popular with Let's Players, especially ones like
Markiplier.
Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Game Grumps, and they have younger demographic.
That's what it was. Yep. Now that I think about it, because streaming was so huge with the kiddos, at that time. Not that it's not big, but I feel like it's just different, or maybe it's just my perspective of it's different because I'm older now than when it got. I felt like it was super hot 10 years ago. It's still hot, but YouTube videos are more the thing for the kids now. Yeah. And that's based on having an 11-year-old in the house, of course.
Right. But, if you're not into it, don't be into it. You can avoid it. You're not missing much. It's fine. But I enjoy it. I had a lot of fun.
And the universe.
Yes, the lore in the universe. Hell, the guy from Game Theory, Matt Pat, he's in it. He has 3 lines in it. Yeah. It's okay. It was this big moment where I was like, you've been covering this for 10 years and you're in it. That's awesome. Good for you, dog. You're the reason I'm into this. So that's wonderful, and I fucking love that. It just made me really happy. Also, he has his SAG card because he said 3 lines.
Oh yeah,
hey.
And he gets SAG insurance too, which is huge.
Yes, he
does.
The
health insurance, which is crazy that you get that if you do that.
Right? Hey, take the fucking free win. Yeah. I'm happy for the dog.
Well, we'll start seeing a lot more shows and stuff coming out now too, because remember, Hollywood was on strike for months. So a lot of the shows, I was waiting for season 2 of this or season 3 of that. A lot of things were on hold just because of the Hollywood strike and everything, the writer's strike, then the actors.
Which is fucking fair.
Oh, yeah. Totally get it. I mean, honestly, they're fighting this AI stuff that is really taking over. So I totally understand. Them demanding more, especially the ones that are, I get $800 to be on set for 16 hours. Well, that's not fucking fair. You know, you're a nobody actor, but you're still sitting on set waiting for them to call you onto set, you know, for that long. It's just not fair for the minimum payment.
Yeah.
Anyway, we go blah, blah, blah on that. But
Yeah. There's a lot to be said, but...
Yeah.
Well, moving off of that,
Yes.
the very last thing I want to talk about, and then I will
said that.
God, Heavy.
Right after this. You hear how many lines I had, dog?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm main character energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the last thing I want to talk about is Alan Wake 2.
Oh, okay. I have watched
Fox,
a bunch
have
of
you
that.
played this?
No, it is on the list.
Okay, you should put it higher on the list.
Looks
Okay,
great.
cool.
Looks great.
It is absolutely amazing. It is my standout game of the year. It is an experience I didn't think I would ever have with a video game. Remedy, they've kind of used Fox. You played Control, right?
I played Control
Yeah,
and I
Control's
loved
good.
it. I
Okay,
haven't
perfect.
played the original Alan Wake,
Yeah.
but
I've played both of
it's-
those games. They're
Okay,
fantastic.
perfect. Okay, then this is easily perfect. So the first Alan Wake, you don't have to play it for this one. There's enough of a recap that I would
Yeah.
say you can get a good understanding. But
Right.
if you play Control, this will make a lot of sense. Those moments where it became kind of live action-y, but they didn't push it too far.
Yes. Mhm.
This is dialed perfectly.
Like
this
the
is
segue is perfect.
Yes, the segues,
Yeah.
but they're all the time. It feels okay. The game now feels 10 times more Twin Peaks than it did before.
Oh, it does
Like-
look
Oh,
so
okay.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
too.
which if you
Yeah.
you don't know what Twin Peaks is, for those watching or
Oh,
listening,
please.
oh my god,
Please.
if you go back and watch it, you're gonna think we're idiots. Stick with it.
Oh,
It's
so good.
It is wild.
It's a ride.
Really garbage.
It's
at
a ride.
times, but it's so much fun. It's so great. I highly recommend it. But this nails that experience that you are playing a game and watching sequences happen. You are not Alan Wake. You are watching Alan Wake's story. You are playing Alan Wake's story. Same thing with the new character, Saga Anderson. You are not Saga Anderson. You are watching and playing her story. Both of them have so much interactivity with the world around them. There is a kind of detective board where you kind of work through a case. And for some things, it doesn't work as great. Like the side quests, it's fine, whatever. It's just check the box kind of thing. But for main quests, it's really interactive because there's times where you kind of follow the chain and you're like, okay, why did this happen with this and this? And the same exact thing happens with Alan. Alan is a writer, so he has a different board. It's a narrative board. He's creating a story. But his story changes the world around him.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you have to use that as a gameplay tool. It's
Cool.
nuts. And
That sounds really good.
yes, this is an experience everyone should have if you have the capability. Please play this game.
I think I'm going to play it. I mean, I've watched a lot of gameplay over the past week and a half or so online, and it's the style of game. I loved the first one so much.
Yep.
And just the style. It was something new.
Yeah.
A discovery game that had very specific ways of, in Control, to do things or interact with the environments. And then the story was really good, yet it was kind of a little creepy. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to play it for sure. I will be getting it. As soon as it goes down to $5, I'm on it.
Oh my god.
Right, that will be happening soon.
Cheap
right?
bastard.
Right, sure.
I'm kidding.
Oh yeah,
I'm kidding.
because it just reviewed terribly. No one
Oh,
bought
God.
it except for
Yeah,
me.
it's definitely people going to be
Yeah.
wanting it on sale.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the last thing I'll say about it, it has my favorite segment I've ever played in any video game ever. No question, bar none.
Cool.
You will know the segment when you play the game.
Wow.
If you have played the game, you already know what I'm talking about. There's no question. There's one sequence in that game that is so much more unique than anything else. You won't believe it's happening.
Wow.
When it starts. Because you're like, I just got done fighting spooky monster thing. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then this sequence happens. And next time, I don't care. I'm just giving it
You're gonna
time
tell
for
us.
people to play the game, mainly Fox, because she'll play the game now. So in 2 weeks, I expect a certain segment to be hit, and then you and I will go nuts talking about it.
That is a high bar considering what you play, games you like, and the way you sit. Elden Ring is up there with the way you play that kind of game. That's a pretty high standard, and you're saying it's above that. So
It's above that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, me and
I'm
Heavy have
interested.
a lot of overlap in terms of the kind of media that we
Sure.
like to consume. So if Heavy's telling me this, then I'm going to go with it.
you got to do it. Like, I really do want to play the game because it does. It's just a cool type of interactive game that is just different. I love that style of gaming or whatever.
Absolutely. You will leave this experience feeling really rewarded. That's how I felt. Like video games, since I was a kid, I don't feel rewarded from the experience. I just had fun.
Right.
And that's what matters. Like that's kind of why Discord exists, right? Because if you're not getting fulfillment from games, you're getting it from friends while playing games.
Right.
Yeah.
This is that experience where you can walk away going, wow, that I feel rewarded for learning about this story in this world and playing through it.
Like I've experienced something and I'm better at that.
Yes, 100%. Maybe even worse a little bit.
In some ways.
In some ways, I might be a lot worse. Just gonna be weird how I walk around with a fucking 45 and a flashlight.
I love that. In the woods.
You spooky ghost monster, are you?
Yeah, in the woods alone. Right. Super creepy.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm just in someone's backyard. They're like, dog, please go to your home.
I'm loving it.
Please stay out of ours.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've only been playing, like, lately one game, Across the Obelisk, which has been fantastic, and I love that game. And, of course, I'm a Magic the Gathering player, so it's a card rogue game that you can do different runs, and everything's new every time. But the cool thing is you can build up perks in your character, so every run becomes easier. But it's just a lot of fun if you like, deck building and rogue games, roguelikes. You're going to just freaking die. It's one of the better of those style games that have come out in a long time because there's been many like Slay the Spire kind of stuff. It's just
I do like Slay the Spire.
Okay,
this
Fox,
is right up there.
So it is a deck builder roguelite that is a roguelike that is combat focused, like Darkest Dungeon 4v4.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's why I mean, Slay the Spire is as well, but it doesn't look as good as this game. The interactivity in your character, and this is even cooler. So, Fox, if you end up getting it, it's co-op. You can literally have. So in Darkest Dungeon, you've got 4 characters. You can have 4 people playing at each character, which is really cool. So,
that's fun.
And so when you complete a task, and then you get to pick out the relics, or maybe you want to take the gems to buy some perks, you choose that as the character instead of you just mastering all 4 of them. So it makes it kind of fun. You're playing with a friend, and they're like choosing shit that you might not choose because you're not thinking about it in that way. Is kind of fun. So
the podcast crew will not be playing that game together. That
probably not. Yeah, because
there's some games I'll play with y'all, like some golf or something. But
for sure.
Anything where I actually have to rely on you, no.
Oh no, you can rely on me because I'd be a master class at that kind of game.
Oh yeah, you and me, baby, we've been playing through that game.
We're just saying,
Fox,
Fox.
however,
insulted and upset.
What'd be funny? She'd be grabbing like the pets and things that just because they're cute and they're not really. This is what they're, how they're helping the character of the group.
How do you want to take that one, Fox? How do you want to take that one?
Oh god.
I would like to.
Slap me? Go ahead.
You would like to be angry? I was about to say, argue one point. I have a litany I have this huge backlog of situations where you fucked me over.
Yeah.
You have that in Apex. Apex is a very specific game.
Oh, yeah.
Which I am very bad at.
Yeah, me too.
Then play it more. Try harder. What do you want from me?
Why?
Oh,
Why should I have to try harder? It's meant to be a game. It's meant to be for fun.
Right. And it's fun to get better at a game. You don't just sit there and play Halo and go, man, it was fun the first 4 minutes that I learned, and now I've never learned anything more.
And never gotten any better.
Don't play Halo.
Halo's not the only fucking example. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to play a game like that, like Apex or Masterclass, you gotta get better. You've got to.
Also, Apex, I have a large point on this. First-person shooters are point-and-click adventures.
Yes.
Just get better at pointing and clicking. See, I do this. It's not even this. It's just that.
And there are games where you can practice that, too.
Yeah.
There are...
No, I'm going to go and play my stupid murder game.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah, so am I. It's called shooting people until they die.
My stupid murder game.
Yours is a loud, stupid murder game.
Oh.
Mine is a creepy, stupid murder game. And it has xenomorphs in it, so I win.
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah, xenomorphs.
Well, guys, we've had an
Cage.
awesome first video podcast, I think. I mean, shout out to Fate Gaming for making this happen for us, right? It was all Scythe and not us. No,
Yeah, definitely not.
not really.
Scythe put so much work into this.
Yeah, right.
Podcast has Scythe listened to. I'm going with 3 max.
Yeah.
I mean, not many.
Yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
3.
Well, thanks for hanging out, you guys, and doing this because, it took a little effort for us to get everybody on the same page as far as cameras and some lighting and some whatever, recording and OBS and all this kind of crap.
All of that stuff.
Yeah, all my lighting and backdrop will be better in a month.
Oh, you're moving.
Then, fuck
That's
you.
right.
You deal with this. I'm moving. Yeah.
I don't think it looks bad. I think you guys look great. And this was a good first video podcast. But we got to sign off at some point. We don't want them to be 2-hour long, pods. This one was a little bit longer, which is good. Yeah, we don't have the time. We got lives, Matt. We got some lives here.
I got shit to do today.
Check out fategaming.com.
It's
you know what
the
I'm
end
saying?
of the day, so it's fine for me.
Check out fategaming.com. There's lots of events. We've got things coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up, but we've got Toys for Tots in December and all that kind of crap coming up. And appreciate everybody watching and listening, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
So, bye.
Fuck you all.
There it is, baby. A real wrap-up. The real wrap-up.
Do you even play this game, bro?
God, how did you even miss that guy?
You suck, noob.
Are you tired of being teamed up with a bunch of toxic randos who are too busy talking smack to have fun? Then join us at fategaming.com, where you can be part of a friendly and respectful 18-plus community where our members are focused on having fun and building friendships. Visit us now at www.fategaming.com.
Thanks for listening. This was the Fate Nation podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe and check us out on all socials at Fate Gaming. Why not check out our growing community of over 4,000 gamers at www.fategaming.com. Remember, over 18s only. See you next time.